We made it out here to the Ozark National Forest, and we decided why not just get a head start and head on out to our first campsite about 6 miles in. God.
Oh my God, they was hopping and skipping.
Boy, you's hiding behind us. Here's the campsite before. We couldn't help ourselves before we put up our tents to start a little fire. I'll be putting my tent over here. Quentin's gonna set up over here. 20 minutes later, we got camp set up. Here's my tent and all my stuff outside. The fire roaring. Quentin's walking the dog. His tent set up. Well, we survived the night and we learned what our new home looks like for the next 3 days. Made a little fire this morning to warm up. And once it gets light, we're gonna go find a new spot for the day. Here's our camp in the daylight. My tent was there. There's the fireplace. Quentin cut himself, so he's getting the first aid kit out. Quentin was set up over here. About ready to move spots. Don't shame me like that. Loaded up and ready to go. We left it as we found it. Let's ride. It's over there. Best. Well, there's no fish in this hole. Keep looking. I'm heating up some lasagna. Quentin's having a tortilla cheese and what is it? Chipotle
chicken.
on a tortilla.
Yeah.
I'm still boiling my water for my lasagna. Quentin's on the dessert with a Lars bar and a stack of peanut butter on the top. 1 out of 10.
Not hard to
Hard to chew?
well, dense.
Well,
Oh. No, like 8.
very well. All my lasagna cooks. I had to dig into the deer sticks I got made from a deer I killed a couple weeks ago. Quentin decided to go in for some more. Just rattled in a giant from over there. He got downwind of me and spooked. I walked up on the top of this hill, marked it on the map. It'd be a good spot. The lake's down there. As soon as I came up, I started seeing some good rubs. I was sitting just on the other side of that little thicket there. Rattled my antlers. Thought I heard a deer walking, and then there was nothing. And then about 10 minutes later, I heard a deer and saw a deer run off right there. He ran out this way. It must have gone down either the side or around that bend. He sounded big. Definitely deer lives out here. I mean, all on the edges of this little hilltop are just mega rubs like this one. There's deer sign everywhere. I'm walking through the woods. What do y'all think happened to this cedar tree? Did lightning strike it or did a bear scratch it up? This is wild. Like it's just shredded. All the way up there, all the branches are broken off. These definitely look like claw marks. So angry bear, I guess. Really big angry bear. See right there? Looks like claws to me. This right here is why you don't let go of balloons in the middle of the freaking forest. And one landed right here. Another note, look at this nice little uprooted tree. Makes a nice little hideout or shelter if you really needed it. A giant tree. Probably get some of this out. It's very minerally. I was a little discouraged carrying my bow on this hike, thinking I wasn't going to see anything. And then almost seeing that deer earlier, probably like 40 yards. And then it got down when it smelled me and ran off. Made me feel a little bit better about it. It makes me feel less bad Quenton's out here carrying his long stick around.
First thing, I need to find the trail.
It's right there.
See, now that I found the trail, I can pick my route.
Cut. Tried it again. We're in a big river bottom. There's the river right there. We just rattled. We'll see what happens. Fresh. Scrape. It's been raining all night since about 12. I was up from 12 to 3. Thunderstorms. Now it's just raining steadily. And it's about 7:30. Not supposed to stop raining until 2. I'm too scared to make coffee because that entails eventually having to get out of the tent, if you know what I'm saying. So I warmed up some water and put a orange citrus hydro pack in there. Don't recommend. Well, the rain's gone ahead and stopped a little bit, so I hopped out of the tent. A little hot cocoa and breakfast, courtesy of Quenton. Got the fire trying to get started. We were smart enough to keep some dry wood under that trash bag last night. Just waiting on Quenton to hop out of his tent and join the party. Well, we got really wet, but we just packed up real quick. By real quick, I mean it took us about 2.5 hours, but we're on the way. And now we've got to cross the swollen stream. All right, Quenton thinks he's found a way across.
Yep. And it's taking my shoes off and just fucking going.
Well done.
That was better than mine.
Came back to campsite number 1, letting all the stuff dry out. Tent was soaked, just getting there. Feet are wet, boots are wet. Quenton's pretty dry. He did well. I was gonna be done videoing for the night, but then Quenton whipped out the peach cobbler and I had to document how absolutely delicious premium freeze-dried peach cobbler is. Like 10 out of 10. I would pack a peach cobbler for every day of this hike if I'd known how good that was. We're packing it back into the truck. And we did this first 2.3 miles at night the other night, so we missed the nice lake views. Good thing is we're seeing a whole new trail because it was dark when we came through here last. We've mostly avoided the deep water on the creeks with all the rain, but we're a couple hundred yards from the truck and this one is unavoidable. So Quenton's got his shoes off and he's going to go first. Huh? He said it's quite cold. It's pretty good. Send it. It is quite cold. Being that close to the truck, what would you have done? Taking your shoes off? Or just gone with your boots on? Let us know. One of our friends from the first night, the armadillo. Can't see a darn thing. Kind of dumb. Thinks he's hidden behind nothing because he's sitting still. Hey, buddy. Fucking blind as a bat.